first place in every tournament's $100,000, and then the top 50 get paid $10,000. So you actually need to cash a check in every tournament just to cover your expenses for the year. So sponsorship money is really how people get by. And me being a nobody from Alabama, I didn't have any sponsorship. I didn't know anybody in the fishing industry.
Jesse Wiggins came on the Bassmaster Elite Series like an absolute juggernaut. Already a two-time Bass Pro Shops and Bassmaster Open champion, qualified for this Classic and the 2018 Classic. Let's welcome him to his first Classic, Jesse Wiggins.
First morning of the Bassmaster Classic, my first Bassmaster Classic ever. We're here to take off, just launched the boat. A little more, because he's gonna send me right into the wall. There you go. Practice this week. We practiced last weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I didn't find much at all, really. I didn't get hardly a bit. And then Wednesday, my last day of practice, we went out, and I finally caught some good ones. But I caught three fish doing three totally different things, at different depths with different baits. I got to keep an open mind because I ain't caught anything, so I don't have anything set in stone. So, but the plan is to go out and catch some this morning. I got bit right here in practice, and it was a freaking big one. I mean, that didn't feel big, but that's the second. I caught a big one in practice doing this too. I know where I got a lot more bites on it. Probably run this until 1 o'clock, and then come back out and fish deep. Big one. Do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Feels like an enormous weight got lifted off my shoulder, so I know I won't zero now. But I still got a long way to go. It's getting smaller. I thought I could catch a couple more good ones doing what I was doing, and I did not. I ended up catching one big one and just never had another big bite. God, I need him to be a big one. Jumped off one that was going to move me up. 3-pounder, just jumped it off. I was doing the wrong stuff, evidently. I just never figured it out. I don't know, I got to come up with a better game plan tomorrow and get myself back in this thing, because this is too good of a crowd not to catch some big fish. A couple weeks ago, I got to go over to Mount Perry Christian School and give Mason McCoy and Carter Koza 2 brand new St. Croix Legend Glass cranking rods. They had actually won their state qualifier in their high school fishing team.
I'd like to introduce Jesse Wiggins.
All right.
Football team, right?
There's some good football players here.
We got some St. Croix Legend Glass cranking rods. St. Croix. We got a special. They got them special engraved. Mason McCoy and Carter Koza for winning the Georgia State qualifier. Y'all guys want to come up and get y'all?
Good job, guys.
It was really cool to get to go over there and kind of talk to the high schoolers, and they asked me all kind of questions about, how to becoming a pro and all that stuff, and it was really cool to get to go and talk to them. And
how have you learned how to be prepared for each event? Just going into it, being prepared to know what you're going to do.
Studying the maps of the lake, Google Earth, and then you kind of find out what bait they eat in that lake, and then you find out how big they are and kind of the weights they're supposed to be. So before you even get there, you can be prepared once you get there, and that's what I do on lakes I've never been to before. It's just doing the studying online before I get there. That way you don't just launch your boat in the water and have no idea what you want to do, because then you're behind once you do that. If I would have come out of high school knowing what y'all are going to know about lakes, I mean, it puts your experience on a fast track, and y'all are going to be doing that from now on, and y'all be so helpful, so helpful. It's crazy how much experience y'all are going to have. It was an honor for me for them to actually want to talk to me and ask me questions and stuff, because it wasn't long at all ago when I was their age and wanting to become a professional angler. So high school fishing is just the coolest thing I've ever heard of anyways. I mean, in Alabama, I know we got some of their qualifiers tournaments. They have up to nearly 400 boats. So that's awesome right there, if you ask me. And anything I can do to help promote high school fishing and all that good stuff, I'm all for it, because I love that. Because anytime you get somebody hooked on fishing, they're not going to be hooked on drugs, and that's what we need more of in this world.
Hey folks, Dan Johnston with St. Croix Fishing Rod Company here at the 2017 Bassmaster Classic in Houston, Texas, with a new, very welcome partner for St. Croix, pro staffer Jesse Wiggins from Alabama. One thing we're really trying to get involved with is high school and college bass club, that mission, that family atmosphere, and the passion and concern we have towards the sport. All of you young anglers out there watching, this is a dream come true standing right in front of you. Aspire to be great, work hard, have integrity, be humble. What a great role model for us to have in the St. Croix Rod family.
Yeah. So Jesse's won a ton of money with Smith Lake with power fishing a shaky head, and that's what he was talking about, a 7.5 foot medium heavy.
To me, this is what I like. I don't know what. I mean, that's just, I've just did it for so long.
Yep.
Well,
the thing,
you know
what I'm used to.
At your level, it's one thing to get big. It's a whole other thing to get them back to the boat.
Exactly.
And I agree with you. If you're throwing a Cinco with a medium, you can get it under there with medium as good as you are. Good luck getting a 5-pounder out, right? That's why these guys are using medium heads.
The fish were kind of in an in-between period. They were spawning, post-spawn, and some pre-spawn fish. So in practice, the only way I could really get a consistent amount of bites was throwing a wacky worm. So during the whole time during the practice and during the tournament, I used the 7-foot medium heavy Legend Elite spinning rod. And I was able to take the wacky worm, a real light wacky worm, and skip it under boat docks, skip it under pontoons, skip it under other boats. The rod is so sensitive, I could feel it tick the line. And sometimes they would really hit it hard, sometimes they would just barely grab it. But that rod is just amazing rod, just how sensitive it is. And I've never used anything that sensitive in my life. So to get to use that rod in the Bassmaster Classic, I mean, it was a luxury to me. Yesterday I got about 7 or 8 bites down this stretch, but no keepers. But I knew they was all bucks. I'm hoping to catch the females today. Good. Howdy, Keith. Got the band back together, baby. I ain't even had a sniff at this time yesterday. And I fished this stretch too and caught nothing but babies. I just had one of them feelings. One of them little romantic feelings. Oh, come on, fishy, fishy. Don't you want to bite my worm? Just take a little nibble. Oh, pierce your nose. I'm gonna catch one under that float right there. Lord have mercy. I'm in fish jail. Can't ever catch them. Well, I'm gonna try to put on a show for you. It's not as good as I once was. Ended up with only 2 fish. It's 2 big fish, but only 2. All in all, I just never found enough fish in practice and never figured it out in the tournament. I just never figured it out. I'm just gonna hold my head up though, because this is a Bassmaster Classic, and I ain't gonna complain. I just want to say something right quick. I started fishing when I was very young. I mean, we didn't have a nice boat or nothing like that, but I want to tell everybody, all the kids, and you can get to where I'm at by working your tail off. And I just want to make sure everybody knows